the best thing about being a dermatologist is that you can apply all the aesthetic products. You can do all the cosmetic things on yourself and make your skin glow.
Hi guys, and today we have a very special guest, Dr. Malhar Shah, an MD in dermatology from Ahmedabad. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Shivam, for inviting. It's a pleasure.
And today we will be talking about his experiences while pursuing MD in dermatology. So firstly, my first question would be that how many hours do dermatologists normally work in India?
See, so during residency, it is like 24 hours a day because it is always an emergency. Okay, but after 3 years of residency, uh, there are two sides of culture here. In Gujarat, it is like morning shift and evening shift, but in Bombay, Bangalore, sometimes in Delhi also, there are only afternoon shift. So in here in Ahmedabad, in morning shift, people work for 4 hours in morning and 2 hours in evening. But in Bombay, there is a trend that they work from 12 noon to 7 in evening. So 7 hours at a stretch. So more likely 7 to 8 hours a day, not more than that.
So this is the government setup you're talking about.
No. In private practice also. In government setup also 8 hours a day are fixed, but in private practice also 7 hours a day, 7 to 8 hours a day.
Okay. And while pursuing your masters, like how much clinical exposure do you get? Like during your MBBS, you hardly get much of clinical exposure, but during your masters, you start getting this exposure. So how does it increase from the first year to the third year?
Yeah, so during MBBS days, we only get to see what is what is in the OPD. We are not going to wards of dermatology, so we don't get to see admitted patients. But in first year of residency, you start admitting patient on your own. You start investigating the patients on your own. So, but you don't know what you are doing. Okay, so your professors and seniors tell you to do this. You blindly follow them and you do that. You don't know what you are doing, why you are doing. As you grow from your first year to second year and you start learning things, you start reading books, you are into academics, then you start to know what, where, how, when, why did I do this at that time. So gradually start to know everything.
Okay. And like any particular experience which you would love to share about your postgraduate years?
See, so there is there is not a single experience, but I would like to say that doing post graduation is much more like doing public relation officer or like doing an MBA, because it is all about patient counseling and managing patients rather than academics. So after doing MD or MS in particular field, you are MD or MS in that field, but we are much more than that. You are like, you manage people for the lifetime. So it is what I learned in my 3 years of MD. I started managing people much well.
Okay. And how is the life as a PG student in dermatology compared to the other students or different branches of MD?
So we have daily OPD in dermatology from 9 to 5, and after that we admit patients. Okay, so it is bit tiring and bit boring because every day you go to OPD, you do the same work, you are monotonous. Well, in other branches like orthopedics or in medicine or surgery, there are weekly or bi-weekly OPDs and emergencies according to the units. Okay, so they are stressed more on that day than us, but we are stressed like same at every day from Monday to Sunday. So it is boring. Like daily OPD is boring.
Okay. And like what irritates you the most about patients?
So, so non-compliance of patient to our prescription, or a patient telling lie, or patient not giving every information that we need. They actually conceal the information. So then we, after 3 to 4 months, we get to know that this was like this. So it is much more like irritating.
I get your point. So, like, would you like to share some embarrassing moment at your workplace?
So see, in dermatology, everything much more, almost every disease is in the like genital area or in the covered parts of body. So if a female patient comes to me, and if I tell them to undress in front of a sister, then they would not do that. So that is the most embarrassing thing, because I need to see the lesion. I need to see the disease, right? I cannot like say directly, oh, okay, this is this. So because female patients are much non-compliant than the male patients, so it is embarrassing. Like you are a doctor and patient is not willing to show the disease to you.
Okay. And like, what do you enjoy the most about being a dermatologist?
Okay, so uh, the best thing about being a dermatologist is that you can apply all the aesthetic products. You can do all the cosmetic things on yourself and make your skin glow. I was having acne before. I was having scars and wrinkles, and my face was dull before, before I entered into dermatology. But after I entered, I used all these products, and right now I'm like this. I'll send you a photo on your WhatsApp that I was this before and after this now.
Okay, I will take the tips after this like interview is done. That how to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So lastly, I would like to ask that like any particular experiences which you would love to share about your post graduation years, like any experience, any particular experience. Ki after your masters, you will definitely remember this thing about your post graduation.
Yeah, so see, all the residents, like all the postgraduate graduates from all the branches, they are free after dinner. Okay, so we would do all the OPDs, we would admit the patients, we would do all the emergencies, and we would gather in a canteen or somewhere on the tea stall at 12 in the night or at 1 a.m. in the night, and we will like gossip about our professors and our patients and all that. And that was the best part because I forgot my patients, I forgot my daily OPDs, I forgot my boredom in OPD. So that was the best part, chilling out with friends at 1 a.m. in hospital ward in canteen.
Okay. And are there any drawbacks of the healthcare system in your specialty which you would like to talk about?
Yeah, see, so in government setup, the all the latest technologies are not available at all the places, like lasers, RF cautery, all the hair transplantation things. They are not available in all the colleges. In private setup, it is a different thing. That like even the beauty salon people, they have started practicing laser hair reductions. They have started practicing peels or the patients, and they then come to us with all the complications. So there is not a regulatory body in India which controls this. So that is a major drawback in my branch.
That's something. Those are some words of like real wisdom. And thank you for being so honest. Thank you for being so transparent during the entire session. It was like really wonderful talking to you, Dr. Malhar. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Shyam. Thank you. It was my pleasure.